Alex, do you know the reason why our podcasts are so popular?
Because I'm Armenian.
Because what?
Because I'm Armenian.
Well, yes, you're Armenian and you love to eat. That's one thing. The other thing is that um, people are now liking toxic masculinity. They like us because they perceive us to be toxically masculine. And they also think that we're involved personally in an extracurricular type of association. Yeah. So we're titillating them.
I think you're just saying that because you want people to talk about you. You want gossip about you,
Well, I
don't
like,
you?
if people are not talking about you, who the hell are you? Right.
Right,
Right.
exactly.
Right.
So why would you want people to describe you as toxically masculine,
Well, because
masculine?
there is a de facto war on penis. There's a war on the penis. Yeah.
Okay, and who is winning this war?
The
Children?
vulva. No, the vaginas and the vulvas are winning.
Okay, what have they won?
They have now have a whole academic courseware where men can study to be women. At UCSB, you can study to be a woman. Yeah.
Can women study to be men?
No, that's not possible. See, the problem is we do not want men to be men. We do not. We want to negate the fact that the penis, in order to accomplish its purpose, its telos, its Aristotelian teleology, it has to get hard. Okay, then it has to get really excited, and it has to eject at a great deal of force and vigor semen.
TMI,
See,
TMI, 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 TMI,
yeah,
TMI.
right, and it has to do so aggressively.
So wait, it has
That
to go to the Navy because it
yes,
has
that,
to put
right.
forth semen.
Yeah. Now, not only does the man who's in charge of the penis have to eject these torpedoes, these spermatozoa, but the spermatozoa themselves, they have to fight aggressively to be the winner in the race to fertilize the female open, ready, soft
Are
egg.
you done?
Yeah.
Wipe yourself.
I taught you that line. I taught you that line.
Yeah, well,
Good
you
Lord.
also taught me. You also taught me the line "steal from the best."
Mm.
If you're going to steal, steal from the best.
Anyway, if you've been watching Netflix, if you've been watching any of the movies coming up from Hollywood, what do you see? You see only women in the leading roles anymore. All of these women are super masculine. Super masculine. They do not have
Okay,
a
okay,
penis.
okay.
They have no
I would like to point
spermatozoa.
out. I would like to point out. Not all of them, but certainly, I think that there is a trend that's highlighted by the media.
All right, I'll
There
accept
are.
your. Let me accept your qualification. It's not all. I overreached on that, but I have a hard time. I have a hard time looking for selections on Netflix because most of the ones I see, especially the Netflix productions themselves, are these masculine women who are smarter than any man, tougher than any man,
What's
more
wrong with
vicious
that?
than any
What's wrong
man.
with a smart? What's wrong with a smart, tough, fierce woman? What's wrong with that? You afraid of them? Afraid of
No,
women?
see, that's exactly what the liberals do. Phobia. You want to invoke the phobia thing. You think,
It's a
just because
legitimate point.
just because I want men to be men and women to be women does not mean I'm afraid of women. Okay? Just a little mid-course correction for your mind
Well.
there.
I would like to point out though, what makes you believe that you should conform the whole world to your sense of gender perceptions?
Because it's natural. Okay?
Well, who are you to say that?
Okay. Well,
Who are you?
let's
You
go to
toxic
the
masculine person.
let's
You are the
go
patriarchy.
let's go out and watch cows and cattle and bulls in the field, and let's just fold our arms and watch. Do the cows run around chasing the bulls and jumping on them and inserting the penis of the bull into their vagina? And the bull is laid back, horrified. Oh, I'm being raped! I'm being raped! Oh my! Watch nature. Watch what animals
But
do. We
humans
are
are not
animals.
cow. Humans are
They
not
are
cows.
animals. Yes, they are. They're
Humans are
cows and
cows.
bulls. They're cows and they're bulls. Exactly.
Human beings are cows. Well,
Yes.
don't
And
tell my
bulls.
mother you said that.
Well, I hope she's watching. That'll increase our rating if your mother's
Just don't forget to subscribe.
yeah. Hey mom, subscribe. Like and share, mom. Okay.
But not that way. Only do
Mhm.
our videos, nothing else.
No, you
Don't
see
share
what I
anything.
mean. You see what I mean. Um, okay. take the movie. We're talking about movies here. Okay.
Sure, sure.
When in the 50s, I know I'm doing geezer here. Okay. John Wayne,
You are
Charlton
doing it, that's
Heston,
for sure. You're doing it,
John
that's for
Wayne,
sure.
Charlton Heston, Burt
Jeremy
Lancaster,
Stiller.
Burt Lancaster, all of these people, uh, strong, masculine men who were very clear about their sexuality. They didn't wonder whether or not they were women. They didn't try to be women. They respected and loved women. They honored women. They opened doors for women. They gave them flowers. They honored them to be, all of this stuff. There was chivalry, something called chivalry. Now, because of feminism, because women want to break the glass ceiling, they don't want to be pregnant, they don't want to be cooking in the kitchen. Oh no, they're too good for that. They want to have men's jobs.
So what's wrong with having men's jobs?
Everything. They're
Why?
not men. They're not men.
So
Okay.
you're telling me that a woman can't be a good lawyer or a doctor because it's not perceived to be masculine?
They can be a good doctor. They can be a good lawyer. They can be a good soldier. They can be a good cake maker. They can do anything. They can do anything good. The point is, they're built for something else, just as a man is built for something else. We back to the Aristotelian, teleological, the telos. Okay,
I see.
what is a vulva and a uterus designed for? Babies. Okay, babies, making them and delivering them. That's what they're designed for. And after the birth, what are women good at? Nurturing, educating, caring, feeling. All right.
All right.
What are men good at? Defending, earning, creating, building, earning. I said
You
it.
said not. They're also good at repeating too, apparently.
Well, if you're old, you're old.
So, okay, well, if that's what men are for, then what's up with this rise in this new term, uh, toxic masculinity? Because I
Oh,
mean, if
well, the
masculinity
only
is all
way,
about defending,
yeah, the only way that the feminist Marxists, the feminist mafia,
what about the
the only
feminist capitalists?
no, there aren't any feminist capitalists, right?
Mm.
There are just human beings. Um, I, Nobody has anything against a woman who wants to reject a family and wants to reject birthing and having children and wants to go to a career of medicine and law. This has been going on since the Middle Ages. Nothing wrong with that. But now we have a society that actually militates against the penis. There's a war going on the penis.
Why,
And
why on earth do you constantly victimize yourself?
I'm not victimizing. I'm just saying that I'm admitting what's out there. I'm just describing. I look out the window and I see women and men dressed as vaginas running around in the
Especially,
street.
especially your window when you look out at
Yeah, exactly.
it.
Well, there goes one now. There's a vagina. There's a vagina running down the street. It's pink. It's got a pink.
Because this is what porn will do to you over time.
No, I mean you haven't seen people running around the street dressed as vaginas. You haven't seen this.
I try to avoid situations where I see people running around as
You see,
vaginas.
you don't want to deal with reality, Alex. You got to deal with reality, my
I
friend.
know,
Deal with it.
shame on me.
Deal with
I
it.
try and, sit in
Grow a
an
set.
area
Would you
of
just grow a set? Grow a set.
grow a set
Okay.
so I can stare at vaginas. Is that what you're telling me to
No,
do?
exactly. Well, and realize what you're watching. You're watching the war on the penis. Okay.
People running around as vaginas is the war on
Yeah.
the
Did you know?
penis.
Did you know that suicide among young males 18 to 26 has been increasing steadily over the last 5 years at a dramatic rate. Dramatic rate.
I
And
believe
it's
it.
and it's because men do not feel comfortable on campuses. They do not feel comfortable in jobs. They have to watch what they say. They have to watch what they do. If they want to date a girl, they have to ask permission. Oh, so you're in bed with a woman now. Okay. Oh, honey. Oh, and you have to open up your laptop and get an Excel spreadsheet. And the Excel spreadsheet has in one row, in one column, it has all the sexual things you can do. May I kiss you, dear? No, you can't kiss me. Okay, so that's an X in that column. Can I hold your hand, dear? Yes, you can hold my hand. So that's a yes. So everything now is a man cannot act as a man. Okay, well, he
So,
has to get
so,
permission for
so,
everything, every sexual move, every innuendo, every overture, every approach to a woman now has to be with the woman's approval. Otherwise, you're our masculine, toxic, racist rapist.
You better take a drink from that one, you know. Don't want you to get a little parched. But
Just did.
I mean, don't do you think that men shouldn't have certain barriers, and don't you think they shouldn't overstep their bounds? Don't you think that should be on their radar at least?
Well, if indeed we had moral character education, which we don't, and we don't because we have atheist parents and atheist teachers and people who don't regard morality as anything objective. So you're right. You're bringing up a very good point. You're bringing up an excellent point. Why is it that men need to be restrained by women these days? And they do. I agree with
Is
that.
it, let me guess, is it because we have killed God or objective morality, instead we've put the morality of the bedroom
Materialism, money.
into the feelings of the other. And specifically because of
Yeah.
feminism, it's only the woman. It's not I mean, at least before feminism,
Sex,
it's kind of a mutual thing, right?
heterosexuality and homosexuality are now recreational sports.
And the judges are,
Each other.
so, I mean, anyone who's ever played any game or any sport knows that when you have two teams, you're supposed to have an impartial referee. But if you have both teams making up the rules, there is no
Well,
winner.
objective ethics used to be the rules. Whether you believe that God is the author of the rules or not, that's another question. We'll talk about that later. But everybody that I grew up with, my parents, my teachers, my professors, they all agreed that there was an objective set of rules. And you know if you cross the line, you know if you're a rapist, you know that if you're going too far with a woman, you know that. You understand that. You don't have to be told by some nitwit professor, some PhD psychologist or psychiatrist or anything of that nature. You don't have to be told that. You don't have to be told that by a dean. Oh no, you can't say that. No, no, no. We knew that. We knew that. So times have changed. What has changed? What has changed is we no longer have an objective morality, no objective moral standards. And why do we have that? We have that because of Marx, because of Freud, and because of Wittgenstein. Read Scruton's book, Fools, Frauds, and Firebrands.
But reading's a lot of work. Everyone knows
Oh,
this.
there you go. But I'm talking to
Yeah.
you because you do read. That's why
Oh,
we're friends.
oh,
That's why
thank
we're
you.
friends. That's why we're
Oh,
friends.
yeah. That's the only reason why we're friends.
Yeah.
It's because
It's very depressing
it's
to
one of
be
the
a young
reasons.
man. I mean, it's very depressing to be a young man. I have made it my life's ambition to try to restore young men's positive attitudes towards themselves as men.
So why not young woman? Is it just not your calling, or
Because no, they're ruling the roost. I mean, they can call rape, and all of a sudden the world comes to an end. Your life is ruined if you're even accused of rape. Look at the Duke soccer team, the Duke field hockey team, whatever the hell that team was. You had 7 young men whose lives have been ruined by some prostitute who claimed that she was raped at a party. It didn't happen. It did not happen. Look at Brett Kavanaugh, who was almost ruined, okay, by a bunch of hysterical. And by the way, hysteria comes from hysterectomy. Do you know that?
no? I do.
Okay, now you do. Yeah, look it up. Hysteria comes from hysterectomy. Yeah,
In any event, getting back
that'd
to
be a
the
good
whole.
title for this podcast, hysterectomy.
So typically, when I ask feminists, well, what do you mean by toxic masculinity?
Mm.
And they typically say something along the lines of, well, it's when a man is overly aggressive or very, very rude or assertive.
Yeah.
And then I'm sitting back going,
Well,
so,
why are you dressing like a slut then? If you,
well,
if
no, that's not I mean, that's always on my mind.
yeah,
But the inevitable question I have for them is, well, aren't women subject to those problems as well? I mean, why is it
yeah,
exclusive to men? I
yeah,
mean, I've met plenty of overly aggressive, rude, women just as much as men. It's not a men only thing.
right,
Both men and women can be pigs
right,
sometimes.
right.
They,
No,
piggishness
agree.
and toxicity can be equal opportunity,
Yeah, but this
unfortunately.
is the consequence of the third generation of feminists. You're too young, and our listeners are too young to realize that there are 3 generations of feminists. The Gloria Steinem feminist that I first encountered in the '70s is not the feminist today of AOC. Okay, They're not the
You
same
mean
people.
Gloria Steinem?
Yeah,
Really?
Gloria Steinem is not the same kind of feminist as AOC. And here's the difference. Gloria Steinem did not want superiority of women. She wanted equality of women. Today, the feminist movement, they want to dominate men. They want to subjugate men. It's all about power.
Well, I mean, since men have been in control for ever, basically, there's never been a
Right,
point in time where, we women occupied positions of power. Don't you think
right.
it's time they do?
Oh, sure. Oh, absolutely. Yeah, yeah. Two wrongs do make a right. Yeah, you're absolutely right about that. Yeah, yeah. Two wrongs make a right. Yeah.
Well, I'm
I
not
surrender.
talking.
Let me overthrow my argument. You've just defeated me. You've just
Well,
refuted me entirely.
I'm just saying. I mean, shouldn't we elect more to Congress or have a couple presidents and some more Supreme Court justices that are female? I mean,
Not when you have infanticide legislation being produced by these people. No, no, no. We have reached a
so
point now where feminism has now made it mainstream to argue about what kind of infanticide we're going to have. Because, as you know, if by some accident a woman should ever become pregnant, since it's absolutely her body, there's no semen in her. The child, I guess, arrived out of spontaneous combustion. I don't know how this child was created. There's no semen. Some cruel man looked at her the wrong way and she became pregnant. So therefore, she can kill this baby. And even after the baby is born and survives an abortion attempt, lying on a table, struggling for life, the woman can kill it.
feminism 3.0.
Yeah. Gloria Steinem would never have imagined anything like that.
I think she would.
No.
I mean, she's still alive. She's still very much in. I
No, she's
definitely
very
think
critical. She's very critical of the third generation.
you might be
Even
thinking of
even
Christina Hoff Sommers, maybe, but she's more first wave generation. Or Heather McDonald. Maybe you're thinking of that. Gloria Steinem, I would say, is like third wave.
no, Christina is second wave, not
Sure,
third wave,
sure.
not third, not
Yeah,
third
yeah.
wave.
Yeah. Gloria Steinem, I'd say, is third wave.
No, first wave. I mean, they came. Gloria Steinem came first years
No, no,
ago
no, no,
in
no.
the
She's still
70s.
alive. Gloria Steinem is still
She,
alive.
but she started the movement years and
No,
years
she
ago.
didn't. You're thinking of, read your history. You're thinking of Susan B. Anthony, like that era.
No, no, you're the one who needs to read the history, my friend. Gloria Steinem is out of the 70s.
Yeah, I'm talking
Okay.
first wave, first wave. Guys, okay. So this is how we're gonna settle this argument. You guys are gonna research on your Googly thing, and then
Yeah,
you're
go
gonna go
Google it. Yeah.
comment how right I am and how wrong he is. But
Right.
it doesn't really matter. I mean, terms, dates, and names are just a stupid part of history. The
You're
real
using three,
significance.
two, one. I'm using one, two, three. Okay, we got that settled. We know what the problem is. It's a problem of arithmetic. Okay, it's an arithmetic problem. But
Arithmetic, more like asthmatic problem on
yes, and
your
if
end.
anybody will bother to do the history of feminism, they'll find there are three waves, and
See,
they're
this
one,
is why
two, and
we need to
three.
teach feminist studies, okay? Is so toxic masculine people like you can learn
Well,
some
I'm
stuff.
going to UCSB. I'm taking a course on how to become a woman because I
Are
want
you
to be
now?
because I want to be sensitive when I'm in bed with a woman. You know, I want to say, "Oh, honey, may I insert my penis into your vulva,
You can
please?"
also take a course in pornography.
Oh, yeah. But that's not relevant to what we're talking about.
Well, it's not relevant to feminism either, but it's still taught by tenured professors.
Oh, that's true. That's absolutely true.
So, I
That's true.
mean, you
Yeah.
can probably buy $100 textbook, which is really weird because there's a lot of free online porn. So, I mean, I don't
I
know
know.
why
Why
you
would
would.
anybody pay for porn anymore? Why would you do that? It's everywhere.
I don't know. Some people want to, when you go out to sin, sometimes it's nice paying money to do that.
Yeah. Yeah. You can Google something very innocently, and all of a sudden this porn stuff comes up because it's everywhere. It's just everywhere. If you can think about it, there's porn of it. That's Rule 75 of the internet. If you can think of it, there's porn of it.
What's rule number one?
There's porn.
I don't think
A is A.
our rules
Porn
number
is
2 to 74 porn related.
yes, they are. They're all porn related. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. There's
Oh yeah,
midget
that
porn. There's
duh, I should
pygmy porn.
know.
There's
I mean
homosexual
it
porn.
is the first rule
That's
of
right.
the
There's
internet.
pygmy porn. There's all kinds of porn. There's pygmy porn. Yeah.
Mm,
You
interesting.
fortunately, you fortunately have been insulated from this, which I'm very happy to say, because you don't need this stuff. You don't need to
It
cloud your
well,
mind with this
I
nonsense.
mean, yeah, I really don't need porn because well, first of all,
No.
I haven't been hooked. I've not been hooked
But you
on
know
it.
what? There is a
But
silver lining to the war on the penis. There's a silver lining. It's actually a good thing.
okay,
Yep. So I'm going to end the podcast by telling you what I think is the good thing.
great.
The pendulum always swings back and forth. There's always the pendulum swinging back and forth. Okay. So when feminists declare war on masculinity by calling it toxic, when they declare war on the penis by trying to convince men that they have no right to have the penis, let alone use the penis for what it was intended for, what it was built for, then there's going to be a reaction. There's going to be an uprising. I hate to use the word an erection, but there will be there will be an erection,
It'll
a
be a hard
resurrection.
fought battle, I'm
It'll be a
sure.
hard fight. Now you're getting into it. Now you're really getting into it.
Am I getting in really deep into it?
Really deeply into it, right? So, so it's just very similar to the wave that elected Trump. Enough is enough. And if you tell a man that he has no right to have a penis, he should feel guilty for having a penis, and he certainly should feel guilty by using his penis, then you are going to get some serious pushback, girly.
Alrighty then. Well, this is not live, coming to you from either DC or Santa Bumpkin, whatever's more convenient to you. I'm Alex Madajan.
I'm Mark McIntyre, and this is the War on the Penis episode.
No, this is the Alex and Mark show, but you can call it that if you like.
Toodaloo, Alex.